Alright everyone, welcome back to another video by me, Creeper King. And today, since the new book, Diary of Wimpy Kid Hot Mess came out, I finally got the book. I actually ordered the book, I pre-ordered it, and for some reason it didn't get here till, today. So, I had to, obviously, wait. I was gonna make the video, but I never did. So I'm kind of mad about that, because I probably would have got more views, because it would have released more, on the release date, but whatever, I'm acting really, really greedy for views, but, yeah, this is my book collection. I'm gonna just say, this collection has not really grown that much. I didn't really get much, also, why is, yeah, I didn't really get much, I kind of just got, the books. I mean, I just got the main 19, and I'm gonna, talk about them for a little bit and explain if they're good or not. I got some other books, and then, the Mad Libs that I'm gonna get into. I don't think I showed that last year, but I did have it, I think. I just didn't show it last year for some reason, because I'm just stupid. Also, here are, my other books, if you even care about this. I have all the Big Nate books. I got, my weird school, stuff. I got some Funko Pops back. That's pretty cool. I got some Stranger Things Funko Pop. Okay, I'm getting, really stupid and, off topic, but yeah, I have those things. So let's get started with this. I don't want this video to be 50 million minutes long. So we're gonna first start off with this one, which is Diary from a Kid, the Mad Libs. This is the first one. I only had the first one. This basically is I'm not gonna open it because there's some reading in there. I don't know, maybe a little embarrassing, but it's basically a Mad Libs. I mean, it's if you've heard of a Mad Libs or seen one, then I think you get the idea. I actually have 4 other Mad Libs. I have a SpongeBob one, I have a Nickelodeon one, I have a Sonic one. They're all down there. So and I just have, this is one I have for Diary from a Kid. There actually is a sequel to this one called Diary from a Kid Mad Libs Second Helping, which I don't have, which I actually might get, because these Mad Libs are pretty funny to do with family, and I do like them. So this book, kind of ish thing, it's funny. You do a lot of funny stuff. We got some pretty funny stuff. I don't know. I shouldn't even be saying this, but I talked about a relative of mine, and we got to the point where about how he had freaking those big things that girls have. Don't ask what you know about that. I think you already know it. It got funny. It was pretty funny. So yeah, there's the Mad Libs. It's a funny book you can just read with family. It's pretty funny. Now we're gonna get into the main event. All of the 19 books. She's 19, that's a lot. That sounds like a lot. So then first off with obviously the first book. Also, these books are kind of in just okay condition. I'm not gonna say they're perfect, they're just kind of okay. Here's the first book, Diary of Wimpy Kid, released in 2007 on April 1st. This book, oh my god, this is the first book. This book is just so nostalgic, honestly. Even though I read it not very long ago, in the late 2010s. I still really love this book. It is such a classic. I love reading it. I love everything about it. It is a great book. It is actually, it's up there with, Harry Potter. I've never read Harry Potter, but if, you've read it, it's really funny. I guess I'll show you, the, stuff, how Dan Finnegan, if that was his name. I'll show you all that. I tried to draw Greg. That didn't go so well. No, yeah. And I don't know why I draw him. I was really young. I didn't really know what I was doing with books, so I just kind of drew him. So here's the cheese touch. Oh wait, yeah, same. Cheese touch. I literally stole that joke from another YouTuber. I'm sorry. So yeah, here's all the family. Of course, the dad's in the back because that's just how he rolls. And it's obviously just the first book. This book's a classic. I love this thing. This book is a classic. You should read it. Everyone should read this book. And if you don't, I'm gonna come to your house and murder you, because that's just how things work in this world. So, yeah, there is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first book. I love this thing. It's a great book. I'm just gonna put it, right here. Now we have Roderick Rules, released in 2008, 1 year after. This book is another amazing book. I love Roderick, obviously. Most people love Roderick. He's a funny guy. Roderick is really funny. This book's a classic. I got this book around the Meltdown rules. Actually, I think I got Roderick Rules, the Meltdown, and the Getaway all in the same day, which was a really good day for me. I really liked that day. It was really fun. So, yeah, here's Roderick Rules. Love this book. It is a classic, in my opinion. And it's a perfect sequel to the first book. It literally, builds off. Like, the first book is mostly about, like, school, and this one's about, like, family, which is also consists of his brother, too. So, is the movie better? Yeah, the movie is better, but aside of that, it's a really funny book. Got Roger banging on his drums, little diaper, and we got Greg's weird grandpa, I think. So there's Roger Rules. I really love this book. It's a classic. I mean, if you haven't read this book, again, I'm also gonna come to your house and murder you. So sorry. So you better get ready for that. So anyway, there's Roger Rules. Yeah, Roger Rules. I like that book a lot. I'll probably spend too much time on these books, but I kind of gotta get it through. I gotta get through this because I don't want this book, video to be like 30 minutes long. So yeah. Oh god, The Last Straw. Diary from Kid, The Last Straw, released in 2009. This cover is so funny. Like, Greg's literally naked, bro. Like, he's basically naked. Like, I can literally see his nipples. Like, bro. Anyway, here's The Last Straw. This book, again, is a really good book, honestly. It's not as good as Roderick Rules, the first book, but it's a great third book, honestly. I like the idea of how Greg has to, deal with his dad, which is really funny, honestly. I do like that, and, it's really funny. I got this around the Wrecking Ball. Yeah, it's a funny book. So, this looks like, oh, got the tab page. So, yeah. Here's what this looks like. Oh my god, why is there a big bang? And there's Greg. And there's all that sky, Always found me that weird that Holly was introduced in this book, because I feel like the second movie, Diary from Roger, well, she was introduced in that movie, but, I don't know, it always kind of confused me. And there's that. I love this book, too. It's a great book. Like classic Diary of a Wimpy Kid humor. It is, I like the new books nowadays, but they are just so, wacky, and there's so many, new characters. But I just like the original, it's just so simple. I just really like it. It just feels like the inside mind of a wimpy kid, honestly. It's a funny book, and it relates to me, because I'm kind of a wimpy kid. But, it's a funny book. I like it. Book. If you don't like it, then I'll come here. Okay, I'm gonna stop using the joke. That joke got pretty dark pretty fast, so, let's go on to Dog Days. Here's Dog Days. Well, here's the thing. This book is my favorite, because it's Dog Days, and this book's amazing, and I love this thing. Dog Days, honestly, this book is, just freaking amazing. I love this thing. I love reading this book. This book, I'm being serious with this one. If you don't like this book, I'm actually gonna come to your house and murder. I'm not even joking. I will literally bust through your door, say, FBI, open up, and I'll come into your room while you're sleeping and stab you to death. I got a little too carried away then, but here's Dog Days. It's a funny book, released in 2009 also for some reason. Don't know why, but that's just how book universe logic works. There's the Muddy Hand. That's a funny thing. There's everything. There's Greg, there's Sweetie, and there's Manny. All that freaking crocodile bite. Hate him. Oh, I don't think anyone likes Manny. There's that. Let's skim through. I just love this book. I love Dog Days. It's a really funny book. It's just so, I like the summer feeling. I mean, I think I took that from Corana Burger. If you even watch that guy is so funny. He's funny. He makes some pretty funny videos. Like Dog Days. I agree with him. This is definitely my favorite book. It's just so good. I love this one. Anyway, next one, The Ugly Truth, released in 2010, which is actually the same year as the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. So that's just something. This cover reminds me of the cover for Greg Lays an Egg. If you've never seen that LB, it's really sus. It's freaking funny. Greg freaking lays an egg. Oh, jeez. Anyway, here's The Ugly Truth. Released in 2010, like I said before, because I'm just forget stuff, because I'm stupid. So here's this. Get the yellow page thing. And there, I bet you can't even tell, but like, I'm not gonna give spoilers, but that's something to do with the book. It's like someone's body part. Not that body part, it's a body part. Oh, there's that. I think this is the only book that we saw. I think her name was Gammy or something, like Meemaw Gammy, I don't know. She was like the only, like, I think she never appeared after in this book. I believe so, that kind of sucks, but here's a skim through. This book, honestly, I forgot to talk about my opinion. I love this one too. Ugly Truth. These classic first 6 Diary of Wimpy books will always go down in my heart as like some of the best literature I've ever read. Like Diary of a Lady is like the only books I'll ever read. Another like book series that I also like try to read like a lot is like obviously like Big Nate, which is like another really funny book series, and I do like it like a lot. I got a little off track there, but yeah, I also like Big Nate. This is a Big Nate book called Big Nate Stays Classy, which is like one of the big compilation books. So, yeah, this is The Ugly Truth. Really funny book. Great stuff. Now we have the 6th book, Cabin Fever, released in 2011. I love this one too. I used to kind of don't like this one that much, but after I've kind of read it more, I actually do love it a lot again. Like, these first 6 books it's basically the golden era, honestly. All of these books are bangers, basically. Like, they're all very good, and then the 3rd wheel had to ruin everything. Like it always does. So here's Cabin Fever. I love this one too. Greg is he's really funny. I don't know, he's just funny. There's Alfredo. That freaking weirdo. There he is again. That's what he looks like in full 3D eyes. There's baby Alfredo. The one thing I don't like about this book is Manny. Do I even have to, like, say my opinions on this thing? If he even is a thing. There's Cabin Fever. Also, I forgot to skim, because I'm just dumb. I'll try to, yeah, you just skim like that, I guess. There's Cabin Fever. And this is when the books literally took a drastic downfall. The 3rd wheel, released in 2012. I think this is the worst book in the series. It's not a bad book necessarily, but it's super duper boring with like no actual like. It's just boring, and and the ending is super unsatisfying. But that is just me. You can love this book. I don't care if you love it. Then good for you. I'm just saying I don't like this book and I kind of hate it, but you know whatever. Also, this is my only Diary of a copy that is not a reprint, which basically means it was not made later after, like, in the book's life. Like, you know, whatever. And this book's, like, I got this at a thrift shop, so that's why it's, like, from all this, like, it doesn't have all the books on the back, and it has that old logo for the Amulet series. I don't know how to describe it, but, yeah, here's the 3rd wheel. There's the Rowley infection. And there's everyone's favorite Uncle Gary. One of the most weirdest guys ever. He had like 3 wives. So I'll just skim through this. And there's the 3rd wheel. Great thing. Not really, but you know. It's okay. And now we have one of the most underrated books in the series, honestly, in my opinion. Hard Luck. I freaking love this book. This book is like my top 5, like, no joke. This book, I think, there's like a small community of people who really like this book, and I'm a part of that community. And this book is so freaking good. I love this thing. Like, I think this book is really for like Greg's standout character in this one, because he really goes through like a bunch of stuff. Also, this book released in 2013, just in case you were wondering. You're like crying all over the floor and like yelling at Chuck E. Cheese. So like I'm just saying, but this book, I love this thing. It's really good. Hard Luck is one of my favorites in the series, and I think it will always be my favorite in the series. Well, it won't be my favorite, but it's in my top 5. It's so freaking good. There's the Mango Kids, well, one of the Mango Kids' belt. They use to whip people. There's that. Skim through. Okay. Yeah, I just love this book. Every time I read this book, I just feel happy. It's just such a fun book. It's just so funny. I like it a lot. Now we have The Long Haul, released in 2014. This book is kind of okay. I think the Long Haul book is okay. And the movie, honestly is just okay in my opinion. Yeah, I literally said it. Like, whatever, you kill me or something, I don't care. Like, I said it. I would say the Long Haul movie is good, like, at all. It's far from good. I'm just saying I can tolerate it, and, like, I don't, like, brutally hate it, because at least they tried. So, yeah. Here's the baby thing that Manny wore for, like, half the book. And there's that weird, oh god, there's Mr. Beardo, make your funny comments, that's how Digby do it, oh my god, like, I'm literally gonna die. So, here's the Long Haul. It's a funny book, I guess. It's, like, it's funny in sometimes, but, like, then you just kind of get boring. And also, it's the long start of all the Wimpy Kid road trip books. That's gonna be lasting for quite a while. You're not gonna get used to that. You're gonna get pretty used to it. Now we have the 10th book, Old School, released in 2015, I believe. I like this book too. It's really good. I like this one a lot. I like how Greg experiments with a bunch of, like, old-timey stuff. Like, I wouldn't say old-time, I mean, look at the cover, it means that boombox and that, whatever that little thing looks like. But I do like this one. It's just another fun book for Greg's character. I think Greg really, like, I don't even hate Greg as a character. I think he's actually pretty funny. I know people think he's a sociopath and does some pretty bad things, but I don't hate Greg because he's so relatable to me and he's just kind of funny. You know, he just does funny things that make me laugh. So even Greg really, I like the part where Greg really set up a lemonade stand. That's a funny part. Makes me all the time. It's actually the lemonade they use. And there, I forgot his name, but he's some weird scratcher dude, like scratching kids in the back. So that's what I know. There's that weird pig thing that can stand on its hind legs, for some reason. There's that. Classic Old School book. And now we have the 11th book. This is when the spine started to change and the color started to get more drastic. So here we have the 11th book, Double Down, released in 2016. For some reason, I tried to draw in Greg's shoes. I don't know why. I tried to erasing it, but it didn't really go so well. I don't know why I did that. I guess I was stupid, so I'm not gonna get a new copy because I'm literally nitpicking out the dumbest thing ever. It does not really stand out on a shelf, but I'm just saying. This book, I've heard some people really hate this book, but I've also heard some people really love this book. And me, I think it's like a 7.5 out of 10. It's a funny book. I do like it a lot. I think another book that, like, it really does experiment, like, how far Greg will go for a certain thing. And the plot, like, how, like, they make a movie, like, that does not happen. That is not the plot, like, no joke. That is not the plot, like, at all. Like, that is not the plot, like, I don't care, like, what they say, it is not the plot. Like, it's not. It's literally not the plot. I'm just saying that right now. So there's the worms they make for the movie. Jelly worms, I should say. There's that Malcolm kid, or whatever his name is, I forgot. He just looks kind of like a Malcolm, if that's even his name. So here is Double Down. Yeah, I did like this book. It's a funny book, and I like the part where Greg, like, thinks he's, like, in a movie. He thinks he's like in the Truman Show, which is pretty funny for Greg's character. And now we have the books that I don't really like that much. They'll get kind of worse, but yeah. Now we have the 12th book, The Getaway, released in 2017. What do I think of this book? It's okay, honestly. It's not, like, bad, but, like, it's just kind of okay. I used to really hate it, but honestly, after rereading, it's just kind of an okay family vacation story. The second one where Greg and his family go on a vacation, I guess. It's kind of different because they can take a plane and go to, like, an island, but it's kind of the same. Greg and his family go somewhere for the summer. Like, it's kind of the same. But this time it's not summer, it's actually winter for some reason. But, yeah, The Getaway. I do like this book. It's fun. It's a fun book to read. There's a spider that the family encounters in a bathroom. There's that weird guy who wants everyone to party. I think. There's that. And I'm just going through, and yeah, there's The Getaway. An okay book. It's not like bad. It's just kind of okay in my opinion. I'll say that to be even and stuff. So now we have the 13th book, The Meltdown. I actually just got done reading this book. Funny enough, I had to read it for a reading assignment at school, so I picked this one because Diary of a Wimpy Kid's the only books I'll ever read, and apparently the teacher thought it was a good idea to read this one, even though I'm like pretty high in my grades. So I'm not gonna say which grade I'm in, but I'm above 6th grade. I know that for a fact. Definitely can probably tell my voice got probably deeper from those years before. So yeah, there's The Meltdown. This book released in 2018. Again, you can definitely tell the cover definitely changing. Like, they all had solid colors, like purple or darker purple or something light like that. This one has a purple and blue color scheme, like The Getaway as well. And I dropped the book for some reason, but yeah. Here's The Meltdown. Yeah, let's get open it. There's that weird puppet thing that Greg made. That's apparently his glove in the later book. Here's everyone, and Greg is just sitting there. Menacingly. So there's that. Fun book though. I do like this one. I really like the ending, how they have a big snowball fight, which is kind of the main thing of the book. They do it in a really good way. Jeff Kennedy did a really, really good way of writing that plot in there. He did a lot of things that make it actually seem like they're actually going into war, and it kind of made me invested for a little bit. Oh man. Now we have the 14th book, Wrecking Ball, released in 2019. I came in like a wrecking bomb. I never hit so hard and long. I'll never wanna break your walls. All I ever did was break me. Why did I sing that? I don't know. I am freaking weird. Whatever. Whatever. I'm going crazy. Here is Wrecking Ball. And this is actually the first book I ever got. Not the first Diary book I ever read. It was the first one I ever got. Yeah, I got this book in 2019 for my birthday because I wanted to read the Diary books after seeing the movies. So I got the first. This one was the first one I got, which was the newest book at the time. So yeah. This book is kind of just okay. Again, The Getaway has the same kind of idea. The ending is nice. It's kind of a nice ending how Raleigh gets really sad. I think Greg gets really sad that he's gonna move away from his friend. He doesn't move away from his friend, but still doing it. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a sprout or something. Oh, it's that thing. That guy literally appears on 3 pages. He does not even do anything. He's not even whatever. Here is Wrecking Ball. There's that. I like how the family, though, experiments what they're actually going to do with the house, and a lot of crazy things happen, a freaking hot tub comes from the roof and then, destroys everything, and I have to move, and then, yada, yada, yada. It's actually a pretty good book, and it's, it doesn't do a lot, of stuff, and, it feels kind of like it was supposed to be the finale of the book series, but obviously we got 5 more books after that, so, yeah. Now we have Book 15, The Deep End, released in 2020 during COVID. Oh my god, COVID? I don't think COVID's going on anymore. I know people say sometimes it's still going on, but do you literally see anyone getting the coronavirus now? I mean, my friend got it not that long ago, but come on, it wasn't even that bad. Here for The Deep End, I actually got this at my school because I got the most Diary of Wimpy Kid books out of the library, and I got this on my first day, and I gave it a little birthday little thing. That is a really great moment. I will always keep forever. I love that. That was a great day. I love that thing. But the other thing about this book is that it's pretty bad. Yeah, I think this book was my least favorite, but it's kind of changed because it has some parts that are a little memorable. But it's weird. They're doing a lot of weird stuff. There's the moose. There's that kid we see for a couple of pages. And that kid. That really fat kid. them. I'm gonna skim through, blah, blah, blah. I know you're all just, getting your popcorn, getting ready for me, and, to literally look at Hot Mess. I know you're all, I probably bet most of you even skipped to that part. I'm not even joking. If you did watch this entire video, good for you, because it's, a 24-minute video, and it's literally gonna put a dent in my bank account. Yeah. Now we have, Book 16, Big Shot, released in 2021. This one, Big Shot. I like this one a lot. It is actually a book they should have done a lot more sooner, because, Greg versus Sports, that's a pretty solid idea, but they didn't do it until, the 16th book, obviously, so, yeah, I think this book is actually pretty funny, because it's something actually, new. This book was announced, I was pretty happy, because it was, something new, and, actually interesting, because Greg's actually doing something different, and they also did that for the 17th book as well. So, but I'll get into next. I think I got this on the first day. It was a funny day because I didn't go to school that day just to get this book. That was a good day. I got it and stuff. It was a good day. So here is Big Shot. Number 1. Wow. Yeah, Greg actually gets a backwards shot in this book at the end. I kind of just spoiled it, but kind of saw it coming. You should have saw it coming. If you didn't, well, you didn't. So here is Big Shot. Now we have the 17th book, Diaper Overload, released in 2022. This book is pretty good too. This book also Greg experiments with something new. Rock and roll. I love rock and roll. I actually like this book because obviously it's about Roderick a lot, and it kind of even seems like it's more of Roderick's book. It talks about a lot of stuff Roderick's doing and stuff, and I always thought that was a little weird, but I kind of after more I read it was kind of more understandable why Jeff did that. So yeah, here's Diaper Overload. This book is a funny book. I do like this one a lot. I think I love the plot twist at the end. The plot twist is pretty funny at the end, and I like seeing Roderick pretty happy about himself, and it's a good book. So yeah, there's the red LD. I wonder what that stands for. And there's Roderick's band members. We got Bill, which he actually returns in this book, which honestly was cool to see. Q Scott, Greg the Musical. Wow. Time to skim. Yeah, I basically talk about this rock band named Stank and this other thing that's obviously a ripoff of Metallica, if that's even their name. I don't even know. But I'm pretty sure there's literally a band in this book that's literally a ripoff of Metallica. No joke. And now we have No Brainer, which was released in 2023. This is the 18th Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. What do I think of this book? I think it's funny for what it is. It's not the best thing ever. I think Diaper Overload and Big Shot was better. I think this book is better than Diaper Overload, but not better than Big Shot. It's a good book, honestly. I do like it. It looks funny. I like how the cover has a bunch of math equations. First off, I'm not really into math, so I don't really know most of this stuff, but it's No Brainer. It's a funny book. Also, I'm not gonna talk about how Greg was still in middle school. I literally don't care about this argument. It's a freaking children's book. Come on. Stop. So, yeah, here's the 18th book in the series. When this book was announced, everyone went wild for it. No joke. So, there's Greg chasing after his brain, if he even has a brain. And there's that. They even get robot, principals at the school, which is funny. So yeah, let me skim for this. Okay, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. The newest book in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid saga. Hot Mess. Yeah, I got the new book. I'm only on page 60 of it so far. Obviously, I'm not going to read it all day, but I think this book is pretty good so far. I like it. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna explain what happens, but it's pretty funny. I'll just say they go on another vacation kind of to this island. I'll say that, but that's all I'm gonna say. There is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hot Mess. If this thing will actually focus on the actual thing itself. Here's the book. Obviously, this book released in 2024. Oh my god. So, it's crazy how I think the next Diary of a Wimpy Kid book is going to be, like, the 20th book. Like, that's pretty crazy. So, like, that's pretty crazy. Open it up. There is a Snappy Chat with a dead emoji. And there's everyone. Grandma, Greg's grandma. And, yeah. There's Hot Mess. I guess I'll skim through it again. So, yeah, there is Hot Mess. The 19th book in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. So they're all the main books. Now what we have, I'm going to skim through these things because my battery is getting pretty low because of how much I've freaking done this video. So I'm going to like skim through these pretty fast. I'll just kind of explain what they are and I'll look for the pages. First one we have is the Wimpy Kid movie diary, which contains the first 3 movies and their behind the scenes. This is actually a really cool thing to have. I do like this a lot. Like, it literally explains the behind the scenes of the first 3 movies. It's actually pretty interesting. I really do like it, and it's kind of funny. I'm gonna say they have a lot of funny stuff in it. It also has, like, original illustrated stuff by Jeff Kenny, which was pretty cool. I do like that. So here is this. It even says all the story of all 3 movies. Great. Also, it's made on premium paper, which is something new. So there's that. There's Greg in the director chair. There's Zachary Gordon stuff. You know, all that. How Greg went Hollywood. And I'm pretty sure this book was released in 2010. Well, at least the first movie's book. I don't know when the actual book was released, but I know it was the movie. The first movie was released in 2010. The second, 2011. The third one, 2012. So I do know that, but I'm not exactly sure. But it's a fun. It's like a cool little book documentary of all the 3 movies. The 3 movies. But of course, they had to bite the bullet and make a movie diary for the 4th movie, which is the Wimpy Kid movie diary, the next chapter, which is the making of the long haul. I kind of only got this because I honestly kind of wanted to see the making of the 4th movie, which obviously I don't like, but, you know, I got it, so, yeah, because I have it in my hands right now. I think this book probably released in 2017 when the 4th movie even released. Oh god, there's that piggy. Why does this kid look like he's on drugs? Like, no joke. I don't know. There's that pig. There's Mr. Beardo. All that. Oh my, this video is literally like 40 minutes long. Like, jeez. I need to like wrap this up. Skim through all the stuff they did. And now we have 2 more books. The next one is Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid, Raleigh Jefferson's Journal. I got this. I don't have the second and third one, but I might get those because, I mean, they are kind of original books. But I got the first one so far, and this book, honestly, is pretty fun. I do like it. I do like Raleigh's mind of his kind of own journal. I think Jeff Kenny did a good job of explaining what Raleigh's life was kind of like in a book, I think. If you want to read all of that, like, okay, Greg's kind of jealous that he kind of got an idea about the journal, like, well, technically his mom got him, but... Book, I think, released in 2018 with The Meltdown, I think, but I'm not sure. There's that. Well... all of that. I'll actually have different handwriting if you cannot tell. So there is Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. And now we have the last book in my collection, which honestly, I'm not even going to show like the pictures. This is the Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself. I freaking destroyed this book. I'm going to make a video soon called Reading My Old Do-It-Yourself Book. Here's the thing. This apparently, this was all my different person with all like a bunch of information that she wrote in it. I probably shouldn't show the tree because I don't want her to get found. But I'm definitely not explaining it because I don't want her name to be floating on the internet somewhere. That's a pretty darkening thought to think of. But she wrote in this, and then me and my brother completely destroyed it. Like, look at this. Like, what is this? Like, what? Oh my god, it's bad. So, there is the Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book, I think. So yeah, that was all the Wimpy Kid books. This video took forever. I kind of regret doing it. I really only did it because I wanted to show off a hot mess, which I could have just done in a 5-minute YouTube video, but I guess everyone wanted to see my video collection, and I did it. So I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna take a nice nap, and forget this all ever happened. So, goodbye. I'll see you later. I think, goodbye.